Hey, my darling. So, I'm back to talk about what do I eat in a day. Honestly, there's so many great programs that you could follow. It's just picking what works best for you and sticking to it. That's the main thing. And the other thing is that not thinking of it as a diet, but a lifestyle change. That's really important because you can lose, weight in a short amount of time, but if you go right back to what you're doing, you're going to gain it right back. So some of the things that I start my day with, I do like energy drinks. I have to confess, Herbalife herbal concentrate is the best. It's just, wherever you get it from, you can get it on Amazon, you can get it from a distributor. It's probably the healthiest thing because it actually burns calories. So that's pretty cool. But you don't have to worry about it actually having any calories. It burns calories. But anyway, Bang, I drink that sometimes. We were drinking Celsius, but we saw a thing that said that it leaves a molecule of cyanide, and some vitamin B supplements also. I couldn't even believe it, but apparently it's true. On our vitamin B bottle, it literally said the blah, 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 cyanide, whatever that form of it is called. And I was like, oh my gosh. So we threw the rest of those away. And supposedly it's also in the Celsius. I couldn't find it on the label, but the Food and Drug Administration does not mandate that food or supplements have everything on the label. Only 34% of what's in the product has to be on the label, so that's not so great. So anyhow, so I usually have something, coffee even sometimes, whatever, something that gives me a little pick-me-up. I don't get a lot of sleep, so then I'll make me and Daddy a shake. Sometimes I'll do like half, so maybe a cup of milk, a cup of water, some ice, some frozen strawberries, big old handful of spinach. What else? Pretty much, and then protein shake. And again, Herbalife has awesome shakes. You can get Spiritine is a good price for a very healthy product. Spirulina is like one of the best proteins ever. But it doesn't matter. Just get a protein shake, put it in there. We do 2 scoops since there's 2 of us. Then I'll blend that sucker in our Vitamix, and then I'll have big old one for Daddy and one for Mama. And then I'll do a pineapple, cucumber, piece of ginger, a whole lemon, water, and ice. I think that's all that goes in there, and that's super anti-inflammatory, very, very, very good for you. So I make that. That's another drink that we have. Another one that I'll make, and usually we do at least those 2. Sometimes I make 3, it just depends. Another one that I make is watermelon, beets. I think we put a banana in there. There's so many variations you can do, but watermelon and beets. I think we've also done where we just do a lemon in there and some ginger and ice and water and blend that up. And one of the other ones was watermelon, beets. I just get the beets in the jar. Try to find non-GMO or whatever. And banana. That's pretty good too. So, you can add peanut butter to your shake, although be careful with that. There's Fit peanut butter, Fit PB or whatever it's called. You can get that to give the taste of peanut butter with some protein without all the fat, because peanut butter does have a lot of fat in it. Chia seeds, some people love them, some people are like, don't think it's good, whatever you want to do. But definitely, having a drink that's got ginger in it, the pineapple, the cucumbers is really, really important. Lemon, all those anti-inflammatories, really helps with digestion. It's just really good for you, and it's good for a lot of other things too. So then we'll take our long walk, or we'll do the gym or whatever. Now we've been a little off track, with all his working and everything, so we're sort of improvising right now, but getting back on track. And we'll come back, and I'll make him another shake, or sometimes we'll not have the shake first thing in the morning. We'll walk right away, get that hot, sweaty out in the sun and all that, then come back and have a shake. So it just depends on your day, how you're feeling. I get up earlier than my husband, so sometimes I will have a shake first. Then I'll make a shake for both of us when we come back. So usually I'll actually have 2 shakes a day. There's days I've had 3 shakes for the day and a small meal. So it just depends. But then when it's time to actually eat, veggie burgers are good. Huge kale salads are like the best. The more foliage, roughage, fiber that you have, the better. It keeps you more full. And it's very good for you. So, helps to like get fat and take it out your body. So that's good. Of course, chicken, fish, that's pretty much the main protein that we eat. Sometimes, and he goes through phases. Sometimes he wants a lot of ground beef and he wants steak and things like that, and then I make it for him. But right now he's kind of on lean mode. So we also do, every once in a while we'll do like either a juice fast, or my husband has been very good at doing like a water fast, which is very, very good for you. Babies, no. Oh, that guy. Anyway, I didn't know if they're going to start going crazy because people are walking their doggies out right now. Things you can snack on: nuts, fruits. Apples are good to have. Don't eat late at night. It's very bad. It's bad for your digestion. You won't be able to sleep well, and you have all kinds of tummy problems. It's just a bad idea. Ideally, between 10 and 6 is supposed to be your eating times, but everyone's different. Some people like intermittent fasting. Hey, come here, babies. Oh my goodness. But like skinny popcorn, I like that. That's fun. Come here. She's literally sitting on her butt and barking from here. Oh my goodness. My mind just did a blank. Basically, you want to stay away from bread, pasta. You can get pasta made out of like zucchini and stuff like that. That's definitely worth it. Yeah, those bad carbs are the worst. Your crackers, your pretzels, your chips, your cookies, your cakes, all that yummy stuff. Bad, very bad. Cheese is not so good for you either. Very limited on your cheese, really, really limited. And if you're doing like meat substitutes, be careful. Some of them can be worse than eating the meat themselves. It has to be GMO free, and better is like there's a Corian brand, Quron, Corian. I'll have to look how it's spelled, but it's like kind of a white and orange box, and the patties and nuggets and everything are made from egg whites and mushrooms. So that's a different kind of source of protein. That's good. Okay. Gardein is also one that is like, GMO free and all that stuff. And that's just super duper important. Very important. You don't need anything mutated in your body. It's just not a good thing. What else? All your good stuff. Asparagus is very good for you to eat. Broccoli, of course. All kinds of mixed vegetables. We do like cauliflower rice. I love onions and garlic and things like that. Lots of herbs and stuff, and just cook it up, saute it, and everything tastes good. So, you can get like healthy version of like some, I don't know, cocoa pops, that are like ice cream type thing, or you can make your own. Bananas with a little bit of peanut butter in the middle, like if you slice them in little circles, you put a little bit of peanut butter in the middle, and then you drizzle just a tiny bit of chocolate on top. That's pretty freaking good. So there's different ways you could get your, you know, taste buds a little more happy and still stay on your program. So, you know, you just got to keep thinking like, all right, if I already look like this, you know, the image of what you either have looked like in the past or you want to look like, how am I going to be eating? And then that's how you eat every day. Literally, like that is your meal plan. You can go on vacation, you can have some cheat meals, that type of thing. But basically, that's where you live, in that space. And that's what you have pretty much every single day. And, you know, doctors have actually said that it's better for your body to just sort of have a boring kind of a diet where you eat the same thing over and over again. That's predictable. You think, oh no, I need variety. Not really. Not really. You just stick with the schedule and, you know, you do well. You can have some protein bars sometimes. You know, you got to be careful with those. You don't want to eat too many of those. That'll mess your tummy up. Let's see what else. Yeah, so basically, you know, protein shakes. I wouldn't have too much yogurt. You got to kind of limit that, you know, maybe make a shake with it. My husband also likes scrambled eggs with sliced bananas and oatmeal and a little cinnamon. So I'll make scrambled eggs for him like that. What are some other yummy things? Obviously he likes, no, I shouldn't say obviously. Okay, I can't even. I'll try. He does like tuna, so I'll get like these rye crackers or this very whole grain, you know, rough crackers that are like really thin, and give him those, pack it like a snack for work. Watermelon's awesome. We always try to have lots of watermelon while it's in season. You can tell I didn't plan very well. I figured how hard could it be to talk about what we eat every day? But, you know, that's the basics. And then I usually end up making, you know, could be 3-4 different meals. I've done that our whole life. I'm a sap. I'm a bit of a softie, you know, whatever the kids wanted to eat. I just made them all what they wanted to eat. I was like, good, just eat, you know, and I just make them different food. So I definitely wasn't one of those, you sit there and eat that, you know. My husband's more like that. But shh, Bella, it's fine. Oh, goodness. Anyway, and your exercise is very important. They say that it's 80% what you eat, your diet, and 20% exercise, but you need both. You need both, and especially the older we get, you know, it's not so much that we actually just lose, you know, muscle tone for no reason, or our metabolism slows down for no reason. We stop being as active as we used to be. You know, I know women's bodies, babes, stop. Women's bodies go through a lot of changes. It seems like every decade you feel like you're a new woman, a different woman, and maybe not for the better. But anyway, that you have to work with your body and you have to do what you have to do. And there's, what's it called? There was a book and a product. It was called the pH Miracle, sold by Tony Robbins like years ago. And I don't even know if he still has it, but I got the book and it made a lot of sense. Like, it was talking about how the food breaks down on a cellular level and how whatever you're eating is rebuilding the cells in your body. So your cells are turning over all the time, and how they regenerate, whether they're regenerating sick or they're regenerating healthy, depends on what you're eating. Okay, so your food is literally your medicine. All right, so anyway, so certain foods are more alkaline, you know, and all these types of things. And what was I going to tell you about that? It was a green drink that we used to have. It tasted like moss, but you know, there's so many things like that out there. What was the point? It's good for you. Your blood, your body. Oh shoot, I don't know. Maybe it'll come back to me, but anyway, green drinks are very good for you, you know, and you can make the fresh ones and you can also do the powdered ones. So it's very, very important, and you're not getting the nutrition out of your food like you should be. So it is important to supplement. I'm kind of bad about taking my vitamins. I used to be a lot better. I'm working on it. I really wish I remember what the heck I was just going to tell you guys. pH Miracle. What was I going to tell you about the book? But basically, all the inflammation in our body, the disease comes from what we've been feeding ourselves, you know. So it is really important. But anyway, back to exercise, because I can't remember what the heck I was going to say. But sweating is important. Getting enough sunshine is important. I have really found that what works best for me is honestly exercising 2 times a day. That's me. I am 47. Although even back some years ago, we did a little weight loss competition, and 2 times a day was like winning combination for me. Really helped me to get into shape. So I would, you know, take a jog in the morning, and I'd play tennis in the evenings and things like that. Plus I was busy with the kids and stuff like that. Yeah, but whatever you do, you need to be moving. You need to stretch also, you know, yoga, stretching, whatever you want to call it. That's really important, so you don't injure yourself and you stay flexible, and it just helps everything heal better and recover better. So it's just like taking that time. Somehow you got to find the time and just do it. Whether it's 20 minutes, you know, if you only have 20 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes, I don't care. Do something. And there's so many little videos that you can look up on YouTube and everywhere that have short little workouts. Or, you know, I like to dance. I love salsa. I love Zumba. And you can do that. You know, I used to do it on my back porch. But, you know, I've got the DVDs too. I could pop them in, because right now my gym does not have that. And that's a lot of fun. So whatever it takes, you know, and get your kids involved. It's good. I take my son, or he takes me every evening. We go for a walk. And then we also go to the gym. So we're working on it. It is very important. And, you know, you got to do your weight and your measurements, because your muscle weighs more than fat. So you want to keep track like once a week in the morning. And you might find that you only lost 2 pounds, but you lost like, you know, 3 inches off your waist or something like that. And you do literally like your neck, your biceps, across your chest, under your chest, your belly button, lower abs, your hips, upper thigh, lower thighs, your calf. Just measure everything, because your body loses weight differently. And so any amount of loss that you see is going to encourage you. And just keep track, keep a log. And for some people, it's helpful to write down, keep a food log like for a week or two, so you could judge, what am I eating, what am I putting in my mouth, and look what the calories are. Because sometimes you'd be really surprised. You take 2 bites of this one thing, and that's like 200 calories that could have been so much food. I mean, a 1,200 calorie a day meal plan with healthy food is a lot of food. Like, you might actually have trouble eating all the food you're supposed to eat. But it's about what choice you make. Dixie. I got 2 of them in. The last one's out. The queen. She's still out. Queen Sheba, I call her. Anywho. So there's so much that we could talk about. You guys could write me questions that you have or whatever. And if you mess up one day, you mess up, just keep moving on. The main thing is that you're more good than bad, you know, that you keep progressively working on it. And your willpower is like muscles. You know, the more that you practice saying no to yourself, self-discipline, the stronger that you get. Those willpower muscles get stronger. Just like I've been able to quit the other stuff, you know, I'm going back to the same principle with my food plan and everything like that. I have some images in my mind that are both motivating and that are like disgust me. So I have both motivating factors. I want my husband to be able to put his hands right around my little waist, and I'll be like, yay, that's what I want. So anyhow, I'm working on it. I'm just lucky in the meantime. He acts like I'm the best thing since, you know, whatever. God bless him. It's a blessing. And anyway, I'll get on a rant about how everything's going in the world. It's depressing. I just heard tonight on Hammerhand that Sylvester Stallone's wife filed for divorce after 25 years and 4 kids, and for like no reason. There's no reason. It's amicable. So in other words, it's like a Larsa Pippen, or is that her name? These chicks that leave a good man because they think that they missed out on their best years, so now they want to try to relive them, and they can't. No, you can't. You did the right thing. Those women that spent those best years hoeing around and in the streets and doing whatever they wanted and end up single and childless at your age, our age, they're regretting, and they're jealous of you for having a marriage, a good man, children, a legacy, wealth, and here you are throwing it all away, homewrecker, to be like that Tatiana out there, middle-aged. It's embarrassing. It's like women used to know, 40, 50 years old, you're a grandma. You are a grandma. It's fine to look good, fine, but you should be acting like a lady, like a seasoned woman who now your role is to, get ready to take care of your children's children, to, volunteer in the community, whatever, but certainly not to be out here trying to catch men. It's really embarrassing. It's really sad. And I also saw pictures of Aisha Curry. She looks like she's had my allergies are horrible. Way too much stuff injected in her face, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then it was Jada Black. He did a video, and he was saying she's only like in her 30s, like early 30s, and I was like, oh, that's not good. That is not good. These crazy people in Hollywood and Instagram and wherever else, I know 25-year-olds getting lip injections, and I'm like, for real? This is ridiculous. So, that's why it's hard for me sometimes, because I'm like, baby, I'm almost 50. Let me do some stuff. And he's like, just be patient. So anyway, he tells me he likes my lips the way they are. I'm like, I'm like, but they're wrinkly, daddy. Anyway, stop my fussing right now. But it's really causing a problem. And women have a real issue with their self-perception just being warped. Like, what do you call it? Like body dysphoria. She's a very pretty lady. I mean, oh man, that's just not good. I don't know. Maybe she needs some therapy. She looked great just recently. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. God bless. I just don't know. But if you have friends that are sticking a whole bunch of stuff in their face and they're 20 or 30 years old, my goodness, no. Just cut them off. That is unacceptable. So anyway, when you get my age, you have friends that have lost their legs to diabetes and lost their breast to breast cancer. And, then you talk about, now you got some issues with how you look, okay, being a woman. That is some real stuff to have to deal with. My husband very kindly put it in perspective that they have to be grateful they're alive. They're alive to be there for their children, and that's what they're supposed to be doing right now in this time of their life. And I was like, you're not wrong, honey. You're not wrong. Anyway, so I suppose all that is to say that take care of your health for your health. It is important to look your best. Be fit. Not everyone's going to look the same. You don't have to look like an Instagram model. Your husband will be proud of you for doing your best and continually working on yourself. Just not becoming a frumpy slob, okay? Lazy and very obese and all those things. You can't do that. So if you have depression or emotional problems, you need to get a male therapist, not a female therapist, and talk out your problems. Get it out, figure it out, and start working on yourself, So that's what Mama Radha has to say, and I hope that was helpful. Sorry if it was too long, and the dogs and all the interruptions and all my ums, so unprofessional. My bad. Anyway, so I send you lots of love, and thank you so much, and just have a blessed evening. And if you want to, have someone that you're accountable to, ladies, and you want to email me and we check your weight and measurements once a week, I'm totally fine with that. I mean, I did that for free with Herbalife. Of course, they're my clients, but it doesn't matter. You guys are my peeps, you guys are my people. So I'd be more than happy to do that for the ladies and help you guys stay on track, and we'll do it together, okay? All right. Talk to you soon. Ciao. Bye.